Okay, so I looked at some kettlebell workout videos online for beginner kettlebells, and I wasn't in love with anything that I saw. So I set you up with that video of how to do a kettlebell swing and some common mistakes that people make when they kettlebell swing. And that was the main problem I was finding with the kettlebell videos, is that they were a lot of squat swinging. And that's not really how to do a proper kettlebell swing. And so I'll review a swing really quickly, and then I'll walk you through some kettlebell movements. And just like anything else that I do, you can do it however you want to. I hope my head wasn't cut off in that. You can do it in a number of ways. You can do a certain amount of repetitions of each movement. You can do a certain movement for a minute or 30 seconds or something like that. With the swings, there's going to be a lot of cardio. So you may want to say, okay, I'm going to swing for 30 seconds, I'm going to rest for 15 seconds, and I'm going to do this strength movement. And that's actually what we're going to do today. Okay? Just because I think it's kind of a nice mix of cardio and strength, which is why I think kettlebells are awesome. They're also super versatile because you can use them like dumbbells. Couple things about the kettlebells, which I think I explained in my other video. You can have a number of different sizes. There is a company that makes ones that get heavier, just like the dumbbells. Power Blocks, I think, is the name of the dumbbell brand. I don't know if they make kettlebells with a kettlebell handle. The ones I have are competition kettlebells, but you can get any kind of kettlebell at like a Dick's Sporting Goods or Sports Authority or any other kind of sporting goods store that you might find. So what we're going to do here is we're going to swing for time, and it's just going to be approximate because I don't have a timer with me, but we're going to swing for 30 seconds, and you should swing a bell that's heavy enough that you feel like you're getting out of breath. If it feels really easy, then your bell isn't heavy enough. I think I started with a 15-pound bell from Sports Authority. This is an 8-kilogram bell, and that is about I don't know, somewhere between 16 and 18 pounds. And then I have a 12-kilogram bell, and I have bells almost up to 24 kilograms, but not every single size. So this is about 28 pounds. You'll find that you don't move that quickly through them, not as quickly as you move through some dumbbell movements, but we will take a look at what you can do. Okay? So we'll start off with a swing, and I'm just going to back up a little bit further so that you can see, just like in my last video, if you didn't see the setup there, the way I like to set up my feet apart, I put my fists in between my knees, and then I extend my thumbs. When they touch, that's about how far apart I want my feet. Maybe a little bit wider, but I can set my feet up just like that. Knees bent, flat back, hips back. Okay, I'm going to grab this, it's going to be slightly out in front of me, and I'm going to hike it back like a football, and then I'm going to pop up. So I'm going to hike it back, pop up, comes right to shoulder height, and then when it comes down, the bell comes down, it comes down, ladies, right here, okay? It's kind of where you want your hands to go. Like I said in my last video, I don't know what dudes do. I'm sure that they have their thing that they do. That's a cue for them, but I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to hike it back, pop up to shoulder height, and then I'm going to snap my hips forward. But you want to stay high. You want your hands to enter right here, because if you're too far over, that's going to hurt your low back. And that's where a lot of people say, oh, you know, kettlebell swings hurt my low back. So, like I said, hike it back, then pop it up. And the bell, you should see it. It can float, like I could let go, because I'm not making the momentum of it with my arms, I'm doing it with my hips. So I'm just guessing about how long we're swinging for. Hopefully you are swinging with me. Right? Chest stays up. We're going to go about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's the cardio part of what I'm doing. you can increase that. It doesn't have to be 30 seconds. It could be 45 seconds, 15 seconds rest. And then we're just going to do a couple different new movements that are kettlebell specific, okay? One of them just around the world. Feet are going to be close together, legs close together. What you're trying to do is make yourself as stiff as a board, and you're going to pass the kettlebell hand to hand around you. Okay, so we're going to go 10 in one direction, 10 in the other. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stabilize my core against rocking. I don't want to be like drunken sailor here. I want to stay nice and stiff and keep tension in my core. Okay, that's what I'm practicing there. Then I'm going to go back around the other way. Okay. So that's my core movement I'm going to use. All right. I think I'm a terrible counter. Let's say that was 10 each direction. Okay. Then I'm going to do some squats. So I'm going to pick up my kettlebell like a goblet. So I'm going to hold on to both sides of the bell, and then I'm going to squat down with it. So it's out here in front of me. All right. If you want to, if it's real light, you can extend it farther and work your arms. This one's, like I said, 30 pounds, so it's pretty heavy. And I'm going to do 10 squats. And you're like, this is cardio too. I'm going to say yes. I think that's 6. You can hear my knee. All right. So we did swings. We did one kind of core exercise that's specific that we can do with the kettlebell, using the momentum of the kettlebell and the way that it's shaped. So that's kind of special to it. You can't really do that around the world move with a dumbbell. You can, but you'll probably hit yourself with the dumbbell end. Okay, and then we're going to do one kettlebell arm exercise. And arm exercises, you can do a couple different ones. I'm just going to show you 2 today. One is going to be a push. So I'm going to use my lighter kettlebell. I'm going to just press it up overhead. Let's see if I can stand back a little bit. I'm literally up against the wall. Okay, so the kettlebell is racked right here at my shoulder. This is called a racked position. Okay, my forearm, wrists are all in alignment. I'm not like hanging it out here. All right, I've almost got my kettlebell's kind of resting against the crook of my elbow. And then I press it up. And I already did these today, so my arm is nice and tired. Okay, I think that's 10, right? And I can just switch here. As we get a little bit more advanced, you'll be able to, I'll show you how to clean the bell from the floor. All right, I think that's 6. Okay, of course you can still do this with a dumbbell. If you get a kettlebell and you have a dumbbell at home and you're like, this kettlebell is too heavy to press overhead, like you can use your dumbbell instead. Same exercise, okay? Kettlebell's just resting against my forearm. You may, as you play with it and as you work on your cleans and stuff, you may get a little bit of bruising or something against here, but you shouldn't right now. Okay, so we did one core, one leg exercise, one arm exercise. We're going to go back to the swings. All right, again, get my feet set, my knees right distance apart, hike the bell back. So I'm going to, engage my lats on my back, hike the bell back, snap forward. You can also count these if you don't have a timer. Okay? Stay high, chest out, gaze forward. About one more. Then we're just going to set it down. Okay? If you start swinging this kettlebell and it seems too easy, just take it back to the store. They won't know. Just be like, oh, this didn't work out for me. Okay? It's okay, I promise. They'll take it back. As long as you haven't ruined it or anything. So keep the packaging, keep the receipt, bring it back. All right? Because you may decide that for sure the minimum you want to get is a 15-pound kettlebell. All right? Unless, you know, you are very, very, a lot weaker than I thought. Okay, next exercise we're going to do is going to be a figure 8. Okay, and again, this is what the kettlebell is well shaped for, is this kind of movement that requires momentum. So we're just going to make a figure 8 through our legs. We're going to go 10 one direction, 10 the other direction, okay? Again, using my core to stabilize, and I'm hitting the bells against each other. Okay, so I'm not rocking back and forth. I'm trying to stay in that hip hinge position. All right, and then I think that was 10, so I'm going to go the other way. One way is going to be more natural for you. This is my unnatural way. Okay, and you may feel like, okay, this is a little bit of cardio too, and also a little bit of leg strengthening. Okay, that might have only been 8, but you get the picture. Okay, 10 figure 8s one way, 10 figure 8s the other way. You got a kid who plays basketball, awesome, they can do that with you, it's good practice for them. Okay, next leg exercise we're going to do, my favorite, the best ones, are going to be step back lunges or reverse lunges with the kettlebell on the side that's going down. All right, so let me turn this way. I'm going to step back, drop my knee down. Okay, so kettlebell's cleaned right here. This is a good position to get used to, right? Forearm, slightly, elbow slightly flared out just to kind of rest the bell on. Step back. And you can do these as slowly as you need to. Often you'll find if you've got the kettlebell in one hand, you're holding your other hand out for balance. Okay? So you've probably done 10. I think that's 9, but I'm going to call it. All right? Again, right back here. Step back, drop knee down, stand back up. Well, I'm getting sweaty. Okay, and 10. All right, so other arm exercise. Last arm exercise is going to be a row. You can do this again, just like the shoulder press, the press overhead. You can do this with a dumbbell. So just depends on if the kettlebell is heavy enough or not for you. You're going to sit back in that hip hinge position, and if you haven't noticed yet, that's the main position that you're going to use with a kettlebell, so it's a good practice. Put one hand on one thigh somewhere to help you rest, okay? Or you can even step back. Let's do it this way. We'll step back, and you're just going to row. Drive that elbow back towards